Hello guys, once again thank you so much for joining us on our YouTube channel. I am Tarie from Purple Pico. In this video I want to demonstrate how to smoothen a cake and how to add a splash of color on your cake, a certain vibrancy that comes with the technique of watercoloring. So without wasting much of your time, let me say, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, click on the subscription button to subscribe and also turn on notifications so that each and every time that we upload a new video, you are notified. So guys, let's go straight to where it happens, to the kitchen.
I'm starting off with a cake that I've already crumb coated. For this video, we are using whipped cream. You can use Design Fine Whip, Beckel's Fino Whip, or whipped cream. They all work the same and taste the same, really. So if you need to see how I got the consistency of this cream and how I assembled this cake, you can watch the video below in the description box. I'm going to move on to applying the last coat, working the cream using the edges of the bowl to make sure that there are no bubbles, and onto the cake. So I'm going to rush through this step because it is well explained in the video that I've highlighted in the description box below.
Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to you now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to you now. I wanna wake up.
It's starting to look good already. So I'm going to continue working the sides using my palette knife to close off any bubbles, and then using a metal scraper I will go around the cake. The metal scraper is a guideline to see if my sides are straight, so it's going to correct where there could be excess cream and bulges and all. It's also going to help close any air bubbles if there are any. But if you whip your cream well enough and you take note of the things that I've already highlighted in the previous video, you will not get any air bubbles, maybe just a little, which you can kill when you get to this stage. So this is it. I'm going to move on to the next stage. At this point, you want to wipe your palette knife. Wipe it because you don't want to move onto the cake with a palette knife that has got cream on it. And then in this kettle, I've got hot water. I'm going to dip my palette knife into the hot water and then wipe it dry. Then test using the back of my hand and then onto the cake. If it bends, then it's too hot. So I'm going around the cake to just give it a smooth, silky finish. So when you do this hot water stage, it gives your cake this shine that you don't get from smoothening with a scraper only. I'm dipping it again into the hot water and wiping it dry. Don't forget this part because you don't want to go onto your cake with a wet palette knife. I'm repeating that until I am happy with the shininess of my cake. So I'm doing the other side and I've gone right around the cake. Now I can work the top. Take note, wipe your palette knife and cut through the overlap to get a sharp edge. So this cream is quite soft. I prefer to cut through the overlap rather than spread it, because then if you spread, you might ruin your straight sides that you have already smoothened. Because the cream is quite soft, it has a tendency to bulge to the side if you spread the overlap on top. So I prefer to cut through it so that it doesn't bulge onto my sides that I have already smoothened. So this is it, guys. This is how you smoothen your fresh cream cakes. The hot knife finish just gives it this shiny feel, the silkiness, as you can see. So we are going to move on to the next stage of this video, the part where we add a splash of color to this cake. I've got my color burgundy, which I made earlier on using red and a bit of some royal blue. I must say, I just got to this color. I decided to see what happens if you mix red and royal blue, and I loved the result. So the client did not give me specifications when it comes to color, so I decided to, play around the colors that I have to get unique color tones for this cake. So I ended up with this burgundy from mixing red and royal blue. So I'm coloring a bit of some cream into a lighter shade so that they are at least 3 colors on the cake. We already have white, and we're gonna have this shade, and then the other color, burgundy. So I'm mixing both creams well, just to make sure that there are no bubbles and that the food color is perfectly mixed. Working with colors can be messy, really, so you need to have a cloth nearby so that you can be wiping off the mess. So I'm going to randomly apply the color onto the cake. At this point, there is no formula. You apply your colored cream however you want. The burgundy cream is a bit soft and runny because I used a lot of red in it. So I arrived at this dark shade by adding just a little bit of royal blue. So I'm just going to go around the cake. So before you move to the lighter color, you need to wipe your palette knife so that it doesn't cross-contaminate your lighter color and you end up with the darker shade only.
I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning.
So I think this is it. The next thing you want to do is to use your scraper just to give it a nice textured feel. So I'm going to go around the cake using the scraper. I do feel like there are sides where there's too much cream. For you to have a nice effect, a nice watercolor effect, it has to be a thin layer of colored cream on the cake. If it's too thick, when you use a scraper on it, it will just color the whole cake, including the sections that you don't want to color. Then using your scraper, go around the cake, wipe off the excess, and finish off the other side. As you can see, when you use your scraper on your cake, it's gonna spread some of the cream onto the white sections. This is why there were a lot of white patches to leave room for the part where we now scrape off all that excess food color. We want our white smooth parts to show inside the textured colored parts. Working with colors can be really messy, but what is art without mess? It's pretty normal, but to be honest, at this point I just want to rush through this stage so that I get over it and clear all this mess.
Fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning.
And this is it. I love how the colored parts have a different texture, and there's this white that is popping from inside the colored parts. The white is smooth, so it keeps things interesting.
What you wanna say to me now? I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning.
I've been chilling the cake in the refrigerator overnight. As you can see, the colors have sort of like faded into the cake. I'm now assembling it so that I can deliver it. I've got my ready-made decorations, which I'm just going to add onto the cake.
You and me got a whole other meaning, I don't know how. You and me just know how it feels when we're falling in love. Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. We can do nothing at all. So what? If you're stupid, then you know it's nothing wrong. But you and me got a whole other meaning, I don't know how.
I'm finishing off with a bit of some gold ray juice. I absolutely love how this cake turned out. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. Please don't forget to click the subscription and like button below, and also click on notifications so that each and every time that I upload a new video, you are notified. My next video is gonna be on stenciling. So if you are having problems with stenciling on Freshcream, do not miss out on our next video. We are going to explain on how to get a perfect stencil finish in the next video. Bye for now.
You